Hola and hello. And this is a video on how to install SQL Server 2022 and SQL Server Management Studio, I think it's 19 for it, on Windows 11 or Windows 10. In this case, it doesn't really matter which operating system you have, whether it's Windows 11 or Windows 10. But since a new version of SQL Server came out, figured I should probably do a new install video. It's not like there's any difference that I can remember off the top of my head. It's pretty much the same as it's been for a while, but I like to be current. So I made a quick virtual machine here on Windows 11. Let me go ahead and jump to it. There she is right there. So I'll get her stuck up here. So I've already downloaded both executables that we need, and I'll show you where you go get them. I'll put links in the description. SQL Server download from Microsoft. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to scroll down here a little bit to the middle of the page, kind of. And then right here under developer, you're going to want to click download now. So click developer, download now. Don't do these up here. Do this down here. This basically has all the features that you need for SQL Server and doing it in class and being a developer and that kind of thing. But remember, you can't roll this out as your product. You can't use this in production. You can only use this for development and that kind of thing. And then after you get done installing that, it'll give you a link at the end, or you can just go download it here. It'll give you a link in the end of this page, and then right here is your download link for Management Studio. So this is Microsoft's product for managing the SQL Server and running queries and doing things like that. I've already got both those things downloaded, so you don't have to wait for me to download them here. They go pretty quickly. The SQL Server download is really short. This download is about 700-800 megabytes or something. It's not that big. But depending on how fast your internet connection is, that's maybe not even a worry. But for some people, if you don't have a real fast internet, that could be slow. So all we got to do is go to our downloads, and you'll have these files. So here is your SQL Server 2022 installer, and here is the Management Studio installer. Always try and install SQL Server first. You don't have to. It's just a really good idea to do that. So I'm just going to double click on our SQL Server installer. It'll ask if you want to allow it to make changes. Of course, you want to say yes, because if you don't, it would be bad. It'll stop. So we want the developer edition. And as you can see, it's SQL Server 2022 right there. So we're going to click basic because we don't really need to customize the install for what we're doing here, nor do we need to download any specific setup files or anything like that. The installer here will actually take care of all of this for us. It's actually really simple. I love it. So just click on basic. I got to tell you to read this, right? Read that. And then if you want to install it and you accept the license terms, click accept. I got to tell you to read it. Most people don't, but I got to tell you to read it. So as you can see, the download for this ain't exactly small either. So let's go ahead and click install. And it will just begin installing. And it'll have to download all the product, and then it will go ahead and start its installer. It doesn't take very long, depending on how fast your internet connection is. Goodness knows my internet connection is not that fast. It's okay. It's not slow. As you can see, it's going okay. And then once it downloads everything, it'll begin doing the install. Just like I did with the download there, I will snip so you don't have to watch the whole process go through. There's nothing to do. You just get to watch. So I'll snip it. Okay, and once it has completed installing the SQL Server, the service itself, just for fun, let's go see what that is, just to show you. So if I go down here to my taskbar and I right click and I go to Task Manager, you can do that in Windows 10 too. Go to the Services tab, whether it's on the side or it's on the top, either way is fine. Go to Services. And down here, you'll see an alphabetical listing of all the services that are installed on your machine. So if you scroll down, you should see SQL Server stuff. Okay. So you don't need to double check to make sure it's there or anything, but yeah. So SQL Server is installed, services running, we should be good. So now we need to install SQL Server Management Studio. So let's go do that. We can go ahead and close out of this. We don't need to go download the installer, right? So okay, close. We'll say yes. And we'll double click on the installer here. So we either download it from that install SSMS link, or just if you've already downloaded it, just double click the link here. And as you can see, it's 600 plus megabytes. It already is downloaded. It doesn't have to download it through the installer. Now's a good time to remind you that if you did enjoy this video and you like this kind of stuff from me, I would appreciate you subscribing. Obviously, hit that like button as well. And hey, if you want to fund the mission, feel free to hit up my Patreon. All I ask is $1 a month. Could obviously do more. There's a couple different levels, but hey, $1, even $1 a month would be great. And if you do that, I'll make sure that you get credit at the end of the video as well. But we're just starting the channel out here, so I've been kind of threatening to do it for a long time, but we're getting serious now, so should see a lot more content from now on, I think. I'm gonna at least try. So here we are. Management Studio install, looks like the right one, and it can't get much easier. Double check your location, don't change it unless you got some specific need to, and click install. You'll have to once again allow it to make changes. Nothing shocking there, right? And once again, it'll just sit and install. It'll take a little bit to load its stuff up for the installer to execute. And I'll go ahead and be quiet and snip this out so that you don't have to sit and watch it. Okay, looks like she's done. So once you see that screen, looks like everything installed successfully. Hopefully yours did too. And click close. Boom, done. So I also always like to verify that it worked. So let's do that just real quick. So whatever operating system you're on, just press the Windows key. And you'll see your little Windows menu come up. Again, it'll be a little bit different, obviously, if it's in Windows 10, but it'll be roughly the same. And then you want to start typing SQL. And Windows 10 sometimes is a little wonky with this. I don't know, Windows 11 can be too. But somewhere in this list, you should see SQL Server Management Studio 19. Don't click on these. Click on this. So click on the Management Studio 19. Usually I even right click on this and click pin to taskbar just to make it so it gives me a nice little link there that I don't have to go hunt for it again. But yeah, just make sure you click this one. And that will launch your Management Studio. And let's run a quick query just to make sure that it can find the SQL Server on your box and that kind of thing. Generally it can, but might as well check. You'll get your connect to server information. So you'll have whatever the name of the box is. If you don't see something there, that usually means that you haven't got SQL Server installed or the server is not running. So just FYI, if it's blank, that's usually not bad, but it just means that either it doesn't know what server to connect to or whatever. So you should, however, being that we just installed this stuff, see the name of your server. I'll go ahead and click connect. And it shouldn't take very long. If it doesn't find the server you're telling it to connect to, like if you're at work or something and it tries to go connect to a different server or whatever, it has a 1 minute timeout. So you might have to wait a little while it sits there and chews. But normally, again, being what we just did, it should just connect right up. So we don't need any databases or anything yet. I'm just going to run a regular quick query just to check the version of SQL Server, just to make sure the server is connectable to and queryable and that kind of thing. We can deal with the query to a database later. So we click new query right here. See where my mouse is wiggling? So right there where it says new query, click on that sucker. And you'll get this little window here. And we're just going to do probably about the simplest query you can do in a SQL Server. Select at, not the Star Wars at, but at version. So this is basically a variable that SQL Server has inside of it that you can query to find out what its version is. Nothing shocking. We'll go ahead and do proper syntax. So semicolon at the end and a go right afterwards, and just click execute. And it looks like our server's working fine. Yay. So assuming that worked, crossing my fingers for you. Thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and minimize that because that bright white thing's killing me. There we go. So thank you very much. And I appreciate your time. And hopefully we'll see you again. And like I said, like, share, and subscribe, the usual YouTube business. And if you do enjoy this stuff, please consider supporting me on Patreon. I would really appreciate it. And I'll make sure that if you do, you'll get your name at the end of the videos. Like I said, the channel's just starting out. So, right now, the more support, the better. Motivation, man, motivation. All right, you have a good day. Buen dia. And we'll see you later, I hope.